In 2026, a $300 steak dinner isn't a flex, it's a red flag. The most expensive thing you can bring to a first date now is a zero-balance credit card and a plan. Financial compatibility in 2026. Why dates on the cheap are the new status symbol. In the high-velocity dating market of February 2026, the American aesthetic has shifted. We have officially entered the era of the K-shaped dating economy, where the traditional markers of romantic success, the rooftop cocktails, the valet parking, and the performative extravagance, are being viewed with a new, cynical lens. As dateflation pushes the average cost of a single night out toward the $200 mark, American singles are responding with a radical new value system. The most attractive trait in a partner today isn't their ability to spend, it's their financial autonomy. And in 2026, the cheap date has become the ultimate psychological vetting tool. The death of loud luxury dating. For decades, the American first date was a theater of consumption. You went somewhere expensive to signal your value. But in an age of rising interest rates and post-inflation fatigue, that signal has inverted. Today, showing off with money on a first date often signals instability, not success. When you see someone overspending in 2026, you don't think wealthy, you think debt-burdened or short-term thinker. High-value partners are now filtering for frugality as a proxy for discipline. We've moved from wealth to wisdom. In this new hierarchy, the ability to enjoy a high-quality connection without a high-cost bill is a flex of self-mastery. It says, I don't need a luxury backdrop to be interesting. Why cheap is the new chic. We aren't talking about being stingy, which remains a top dating deal breaker. We are talking about intentional frugality. In February 2026, dates on the cheap have become a status symbol for three specific reasons. One, the sovereignty signal. In 2026, sovereignty, owning your time and being debt-free, is the highest form of status. A person who suggests a coffee and walk or a local gallery night is signaling that they prioritize their long-term financial freedom over a 2-hour performance. 2. The compatibility shortcut. Financial compatibility is the new love language. By choosing a low-cost activity, you are testing for alignment early. If a potential partner scoffs at a picnic but swoons at a $150 brunch, you've saved yourself 6 months of arguments about lifestyle creep. 3. The vulnerability flex. It takes more confidence to invite someone to a free botanical garden than it does to book a table at the city's trendiest bistro. Low-cost dates strip away the noise and force you to rely on personality, humor, and conversation. It is a filter for emotional literacy. The rise of the financial green flag. In 2026, dating apps like OkCupid and Tinder have reported a massive surge in financial transparency as a profile requirement. According to recent 2026 surveys, nearly 94% of Americans find a sense of financial responsibility more attractive than a high income. What does this look like in practice? It looks like the budget-conscious first date. The happy hour strategist, someone who knows the best value spots, isn't seen as broke, they are seen as competent. The points payoff. Using credit card rewards to pay for a date is no longer tacky, it's considered winning the game. The home-cooked pivot. In 2026, the third date home chef experience has replaced the 5-star restaurant. It demonstrates a skill, cooking, an investment of time, leisure, and a respect for the shared budget. The psychology of dateflation resilience. Why is the U.S. audience so obsessed with this? Because we are tired. The American dater in 2026 is suffering from performative burnout. We have spent years trying to live up to Instagram-filtered standards that our bank accounts never signed up for. When a date says, "Let's just grab tacos and hit the park," it triggers a massive psychological sigh of relief. It lowers the stakes, reduces the first date jitters, and allows for a more authentic connection. This is the chalance trend, the 2026 blend of being cherishing and nonchalant. You care about the person, but you are nonchalant about the price tag. Avoiding the cheap versus frugal trap. To master the 2026 status symbol, you must understand the distinction. Cheap is when you affect others negatively, like skipping the tip or making your date pay for your half. This is still a romantic death sentence. Frugal is when you optimize the experience. It's about resourcefulness. American daters are now looking for the curator, the person who knows how to find the hidden gems, the free concerts, and the sunset spots that feel like $1 million but cost 20. This shows social capital, the idea that you are in the know enough to bypass the tourist traps of dating. Financial peace as the ultimate aspiration. The ultimate goal of dating in 2026 has shifted from finding a partner who can provide to finding a partner who can build. In a world of economic uncertainty, a partner with a $50,000 emergency fund and a penchant for $5 coffee dates is infinitely sexier than a partner with a leased Porsche and a maxed out Amex. We are entering an era where stability is the new spark. The cheap date is the first step toward a partnership where you're not just roommates sharing a bed, you are co-CEOs building a fortress. Conclusion: reclaiming the narrative. If you want to find a high-value partner in 2026, stop trying to impress them with your wallet and start impressing them with your priorities. The next time you plan a date, don't look for the most expensive menu, look for the most meaningful environment. The status symbol isn't the bill, it's the fact that you're smart enough to know the difference between a price and a value. In 2026, the coolest thing you can be is financially free, and that freedom starts with the courage to have a cheap first date. Financial compatibility isn't about how much you make, it's about how you think. If you're ready to stop the performance and start building a relationship that actually lasts, hit that subscribe button. We're decoding the new rules of 2026 social and financial status every week. Let's build something real, and let's do it without going broke.